In today's video, I'm reviewing a 2015 Nissan Rogue. The Nissan Rogue is a compact crossover SUV built on the same platform as the Nissan Sentra and now in its second generation. This 2015 model is part of that second generation that's been in production since 2014, seeing a minor refresh for the 2017 model year. When compared with the first generation model of the Rogue, the second generation has a much edgier style to it that results in a much more contemporary look. It also grows in length, width, and height when compared with that first generation model, but also features a lighter aluminum hood and a composite rear hatch. They also added undercarriage aero work, which helps to decrease drag and increase fuel economy. I mentioned that they did a minor facelift in 2017. With that facelift, we see new headlights, tail lights, LED daytime running lights across all trim packages, revised front grille plastics, and then a wider V-motion grille, which matches the rest of the Nissan lineup. They also added a shorter Rogue Sport model starting in 2017 with a smaller wheelbase and a 2-liter engine. But despite the similar name and appearance, it's actually an entirely different vehicle. Another big change with the second generation Rogue is that they added the option of a third row seat, which increases seating capacity to 7. The Rogue is a top safety pick from the International Institute of Highway Safety, and it offers a number of available safety features. Those include lane departure warning, front collision warning, object detection warning, and a 360-degree backup camera. In 2018, they also added auto emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and then they've got a Pro Pilot Assist option available on the SL trim package. There's two different trim package offerings on the Rogue. They've got the base S model and then the top of the line SL model. They did add a mid-level SV package in later years. The starting price on the Rogue was $22,000 when it was introduced. With this SL package that we've got on this model, you get larger aluminum wheels, painted exterior trim, tinted glass, and then there's also optional all-wheel drive on either the S or SL model. With the second generation model, they also shifted production from Japan to Tennessee. Overall, the vehicle's got a really stylish look to it. I love the LEDs that we've got integrated into this light compartment. Nice chrome accents throughout with the V grille, the front spoiler here on the bumper, around the fog lights, and that front bumper. Coming around the side, again, we've got the chrome door handles, a little strip around the windows, and then we've got those sidebars or side rails and crossbars, also in that brushed aluminum. Mirrors have this integrated blinker, and then you'll notice the little device here, which is part of that safety lane departure package. Overall, really great looking vehicle. It's got a very stylish appearance to it, very sporty, contemporary. It's also got a very upscale look to it. On the rear end, I like these clear lenses on the tail lights. Really, again, gives it that very sporty upscale appearance. Little chrome strip on the top of the bumper there. All in all, a really attractive vehicle, especially for something within this classification and coming in at a very competitive price. I really like the styling on the first generation Rogue, but they really upped their game with the second generation model, and it really looks excellent. I love the combination of it looking just a little bit rugged, upscale, very sporty, and also having that premium edge. Just as the exterior sees a really nice update from that first generation model, the interior also does. It's got a really great look and layout to it, really high quality materials, and again, for a vehicle within this classification, it just looks out of place because it's so nice. And especially in this top of the line SL model, it's really impressive the number of tech and safety features that you get. We've got power windows, power door locks, and power mirrors. Got a little storage compartment in the door here. It's got backlighting on the Rogue emblem here on the door sills, so those light up. Full power seats with lumbar support, and then of course you can see that they're also full leather. Over to the left of the steering column, we've got a variety of features here. Ability to turn off traction control, there's a sport mode, electronic rear hatch, which you can turn off the power functionality on that if you choose. There's an eco mode. This is to turn on the lane departure system, and so it is set to a default of being off, but you can turn that on and the vehicle will help to keep you in your lane. This is sort of a pseudo locking differential, which helps you to gain traction in difficult situations. And then we've got hill descent control. Below that, we've got switches for opening the fuel compartment and the hood. On the steering wheel, we've got a tri-spoke design. It's also leather wrapped and has a nice feel to it. On the left-hand side, we've got audio controls and some other vehicle settings. And then on the right side, we've got cruise control and Bluetooth functionality. Instrument cluster has some nice chrome accents. Also worth noting that this vehicle has a Bose audio system, so really great sound characteristics. Got a couple of vents on the center dash, and then below that we've got a nice large screen, duals as a backup camera, and then it also controls audio, navigation, and a number of other vehicle settings and phone connectivity features. We've got AM/FM radio, Sirius XM radio, CD player. You can connect a phone or other device using an auxiliary input or Bluetooth. We've got that camera feature that I mentioned earlier, so it's got that 360-degree camera. We've got a smart key with push button start. Also allows you to access the vehicle without getting the key out, so it automatically unlocks and locks. We've got dual zone climate control for the driver and front passenger. Below that, we've got a USB port and that auxiliary input, as well as a 12-volt outlet. Two cup holders here in the middle, and heated seats for driver and front passenger. Got a nice large center console with a 12-volt outlet. Looking up above, we've got a manual dimming rear view mirror. Got a compartment for sunglasses, reading lights, and then there's also a panoramic sunroof. You'll see that it's got a screen system built into it to completely dark out the cabin, but we can push this button here to open that up. So really adds nicely to the ambiance of the cabin. And then the sunroof does open. It's a tilt and sliding sunroof. So you'll see that opening right now. And then it's got that tilt feature as well. Looking into the back of the Rogue, you'll see that it's very spacious with plenty of leg and headroom. Got a couple of vents here for getting some of that air to the back of the vehicle. Quick view up front and up above. The middle seat does fold down, and it's got two cup holders integrated. You can fold it down by pulling on this strap and pushing the seat back down. Also got the ability to fold down the seats in a 60/40 split. See those cup holders? And then in the door, we've got another integrated cup holder. Coming around to the back of the Rogue, we do have an electronic rear hatch, which is a really handy feature if you haven't experienced one before. Makes it especially easy if you're getting into the vehicle with large load of groceries or something else that's heavy. You'll see that in the back of the Rogue, it's very spacious with really good cargo space. You can imagine that the vehicles that have that third row seat available are going to be pretty tight, not only for the passengers, but then also for any remaining cargo space. But when there's no third row seat or no third row seat in use, plenty of cargo space back here. The second generation of the Rogue carries over the same 2.5 liter four-cylinder that we saw in the first generation model. It's got 170 horsepower and 175 pound-feet of torque. That's paired to a CVT automatic, and it has a 0 to 60 time of 8.8 seconds. You can get the vehicle in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. In front-wheel drive configuration, the EPA rating is 26 in the city and 33 on the highway. In all-wheel drive, that drops slightly to 25 and 32. They also debuted a Rogue Hybrid in 2017, which has a 2-liter four-cylinder with 176 horsepower. Due to the battery pack being under the seat, that model is not available with a third-row seat. The front-wheel drive option gets 33 in the city and 35 on the highway, and with all-wheel drive, it drops to 31 in the city and 34 on the highway. Now, I already mentioned that the Rogue's got a really nice interior, but I really want to emphasize that within this inexpensive, compact crossover SUV segment, the Rogue has a much more premium feel than what you get from some of the other models that it competes with. And I strongly encourage you, if you're looking to get into a vehicle within this class, that you at least take the Rogue for a test drive to check it out, because it does have a really nice high-end feel. I'd say that the Mazda CX-5 also has a very similar feel, but if you compare it to, say, the Toyota RAV4 or the Honda CR-V, those vehicles just don't feel quite as premium as what you get in this specific vehicle. And I also just love the sheer number of tech and luxury features that you need in this vehicle, especially a huge fan of the Bose audio system, really transforms the overall experience in this vehicle. Beyond all the tech features, luxury features, and just the high quality feel that you get inside of the Rogue, it's also a really nice driver. It's very quiet, smooth, comfortable, and very powerful. And then of course we see a really nice bump in that fuel economy when compared with the first generation model. I can't emphasize enough overall how nice this vehicle is. I was a big fan of the first generation Rogue, but this second generation model is even nicer. So that's a review of the second generation model, the Nissan Rogue. Although the first generation Rogue was very good, this second generation model raises the bar even further and really solidifies it as one of the best compact crossover SUVs within the market. Overall, it's a really great vehicle, nice exterior style, a great interior, a good powertrain with good fuel economy, and then that available all-wheel drive makes it a really good option for all weather conditions. If you're looking to get into a small SUV, the Rogue is definitely worth your consideration. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the section below. For more car reviews, subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, thanks for watching.